All right, a lot of people have asked why we're doing this build. Why don't we just go buy a 22 and do our upgrades? Well, California has decided that in 2022, bikes that are two-stroke are not going to be able to ride anything other than a track, pretty much, or private property. So you want to go to the dunes, trails, any place that's not, private, you're going to have to, buy different two-strokes. These are going to be grandfathered in. So the frame is technically the same. There's not any change from 05 to 2022. So what we're doing is making the best of both worlds. And we're saving weight, and we're taking it to the next level, which I really thought they would have done, but I'm probably guessing in about 3 years they're going to do this once they run out of this part number. So same swing arm really since 06. This is an 06. They still have that same swing arm, just different chain guide in 08. Let's go through all the crazy change we're going to do. You want to get a bike with plastics, graphics, and paid advertisements. This is not the ad for you. There's a lot of guys that get free parts and they put them on there. Electronic. So we're actually going to a Keenan 38 now. Good job, Yamaha. We're going to go 39 because we don't care about bottom end. We are going to rev the shit out of this thing the whole time. So 39, more air. The whole air box, plastics, and everything is different. That's why they changed everything. So you have like 2 perfect ducts. We might even have more holes because, that's what we do. And all that is going to flow air in with the new duct, new air box, new seat, new subframe, new gas tank, new shrouds. All that's going to work together to push more air in the radiators. It's the same radiators, just new louvers, new shrouds, so it just scoops it in better. Larger carburetor. They ported the head on the new one, so guess what? We're going to port the head too. We used to make 150 horsepower out of 450 engines, so we got a guy that'll port the head, not a problem. We're going to do different clutch master. This one's good, but we're going to use an easier pull from this Brandy here. We're going to run Brembo brakes because they're better. That's why. That's the only reason. The brakes are fine, but watch the 2022 shootout on the 450. Better brakes for sure, but they say the brakes are less than good. And that's the #1 bike in the shootout. So any Yamaha can run Brembo brakes and make kits for that. They'll be lighter as well. We're going to run a thicker axle like they do in the new Yzs. We're going to run lighter hub, A60 rims, or maybe the blue rims because, Brandy, do you like the blue rims or do you want black rims?
That's hard.
Okay, we'll come back to that. A60 rims are actually heavier, so we'll see if we're going to go lighter or if we want actually the strongest. Forks. These are great forks. This is the first year of the SSS. Technically, that's what they run in Supercross today. Anybody that's on Star Yamaha is going to be running these forks with some cute little coatings, maybe some billet lugs, but technically the same fork. Just set up for them and way stiffer. All right, depending on how we go. This is already a titanium peg. They kind of break easy. They're cast titanium. We'll go wider with the newer steel pegs. Problem is, we'll be heavier. So if we go for just the lightest bike possible, we're going to keep these pegs. I'm going to go with the different kickstart lever because this thing's from like the 80s. This shock is actually way better than the stock one in my opinion. It's just more expensive to produce because of the titanium spring. We'll do a different adjuster, 3-way adjuster. It's 18mm shaft. So this is really the best way to go. We're going to do a bunch of little fancy little nicks and knacks, but that's pretty standard for anything we build around here. All right, more crazy changes that you can't buy on a 2022. Complete brakes will be stronger, axle will be more stiff. This would be a larger master cylinder, shooter front ones we might go with, depending on what brand you want, or if we're going to use it as a wheelie bike, we might get a stronger master or more progressive. So these are other things that do not come on a 2022. The main thing that you have to consider is if you pull up next to a 2022, after you spent whatever it costs plus setting it up for you, this bike will smoke it, it'll be lighter, and it'll look better, and it'll get more looks at the track.